Today on Good Morning Maine, authorities are looking for the cause of a deadly fire that erupted in a camper in Harrington.
Plus, opening arguments are expected this morning in the murder trial for 2 suspects accused of stabbing a woman to death.
And the Salvation Army kettle ringers took part in a friendly competition to see who could raise more money for charity in a single day. Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Craig Colson. Thank you for joining us today. We'll have those stories coming up. Is my microphone working? Can you tell?
I'm not listening. I don't have my earpiece.
I hear an echo.
I sat down way too late for the start of the show.
Yeah. Hey, it's Friday morning. We made it to Friday.
Happy Friday.
Yeah. I think everybody's very glad it's Friday.
Yeah.
Busy weekend ahead. Everybody has busy time with their holiday preparations and that sort of thing.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah. It looks like good weather for it too, at least today. Mostly sunny. Tomorrow, some clouds, but no big storms.
Yeah.
And the good news is things are going to be warming up. It was down around 0 this morning, 3 degrees when I left, but we won't have to deal with that for a little bit anyway.
Yeah, warming up the next couple of days, maybe even some rain on Monday.
Yeah, good.
Let's check in with Devin Biggs for that full forecast.
Alrighty, thank you very much. Happy Friday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Blind Faith Tattoo. With over 25 years of experience, we are fluent in all styles, including traditional and fine line tattoos. Stop by for a free consultation from one of our friendly expert tattoo artists. We offer a fast turnaround and walk-ins are always welcome. As we get into things this morning, a gale watch is posted. Kind of saw this coming, right? With some gusty winds that are forecasted to take place over the weekend, though, and even in parts of Monday evening. So this gale watch is up because of active surf that will be forecasted as we do get closer. But for now, though, we're looking quiet out there this morning. We're going to stay quiet out there all day long with a lot of sunshine, maybe a few passing clouds, and really that'll be about it. Let's zoom things out. The entire Northeast is looking very quiet right now, kind of the calm before the storm, because again, late this weekend and the parts of early next week, a pretty strong system will move in, bringing us some rain, maybe a little bit of snow to a few areas, and some strong gusty winds that'll move through as well. But in the short term, though, we're looking nice today with a lot of sunshine. Get outside, enjoy it. Maybe a few clouds on the way later on tonight and more on the way as we head towards your Saturday. As for the winds, for now, they're not bad. Out of the northwest at around 5 miles per hour or so. They're looking pretty good as we head towards your Saturday, but they'll start to increase as we head towards Sunday and parts of Monday as well. So for today, lower 30s, lots of sunshine. Northwest wind getting up to about 5 miles per hour. That hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period, a lot of sunshine, temperatures in the 20s and 30s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up.
Thank you, Devin. Fire marshals are investigating a fatal fire in Harrington. It happened just after 7:30 Thursday morning at 19 Becky Lane. The Maine Department of Public Safety says when firefighters from Harrington arrived, they discovered a truck camper on fire and a person dead inside. The department says that person is believed to be 40-year-old Carol Curtis, who was living in the camper on the property. The body was taken to the office of the chief medical examiner in Augusta, where an autopsy will be performed. The cause of the fire is still under investigation.
Meanwhile, firefighters dealt with frigid temperatures and icy conditions as they battled a house fire in Washington County Thursday morning. Crews were dispatched to a home on the Shore Road in Perry around 8:30. When they arrived, they found the structure fully engulfed in flames. Coast Guard personnel were working in the area at the time. They were the first to arrive and make sure the homeowner escaped safely. Crews from Perry, Eastport, Pleasant Point, Pembroke, and Robbinston all helped to put out the fire, but as you can see, it had already gotten a big head start. No word on a cause.
A Robbinston woman pleaded guilty to murder charges in Washington County on Thursday. 43-year-old Rebecca Moores was charged with the murder of 53-year-old Paula Johnston in February of 2022. Johnson was found dead in her home in Pembroke on February 9th. Previous autopsy reports revealed the cause of death was a gunshot wound to the head, and her death was ruled a homicide. State attorneys suggested that evidence would show Moores had been purchasing drugs from Johnson and that the two were dating partners before it ended on, quote, a sour note. Moores originally denied any involvement in the murder and pleaded not guilty in October of 2022. The state recommended a 32-year sentence to the Department of Corrections for one count of intentional and knowing murder. The court decided to hold off on sentencing until January.
Well, meanwhile, a murder trial was delayed in Washington County on Thursday, but it's not exactly clear why. Our Grace Blanchard brings us the latest.
Thursday was supposed to be the start of opening arguments for the state of Maine versus Brackett and Dana murder trial after 3 days of jury selection. Perry residents 40-year-old Donald Dana and 39-year-old Kaylee Brackett have both been charged with one count of murder for the death of 43-year-old Kimberly Neptune. Neptune was found deceased in her home in Pleasant Point in April of 2022. Autopsy reports revealed that she was stabbed 484 times, and her death was ruled a homicide. The two suspects both pleaded not guilty in July of 2022 and were set to face a jury on Thursday at the Washington County Courthouse in Machias. The jury was finalized Thursday afternoon. However, the judge announced to the court that the trial would be delayed due to new developments. Both the state and defense attorneys were unable to comment on what those new developments are. However, the jury reconvenes for opening arguments Friday morning. In Machias, Grace Blanchard for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Authorities have identified the three suspects in an alleged home invasion this week in Norridge Walk. 37-year-old Yaver Corlin of Connecticut, 29-year-old Zaid Asa of Pennsylvania, and 37-year-old Alexandra Gords of Waterville were all arrested on Wednesday. The Somerset County Sheriff's Office says they were called to a home on the Airport Road Wednesday morning after the suspects allegedly assaulted a homeowner during a robbery. They were caught later in the day. According to the Morning Sentinel, the suspects refused to give their names, but authorities were eventually able to identify them. All three are facing robbery and other charges and are being held at the Somerset County Jail.
Well, price transparency regarding hospital facility fees was the topic of a task force meeting in Augusta yesterday. The task force, to evaluate the impact of facility fees on patients, was formed to study and review industry practices for healthcare providers charging patients facility fees, how those funds are used, and the impacts on patients paying those fees. Senator Donna Bailey, who sits on the task force, says there is no clear definition across the board for what a facility fee really is.
I think that that's part of what is causing angst amongst the public, because if it's not clear, and maybe it's just me, then how can, the average consumer on the street understand this?
Now, the committee is meeting once again next Wednesday to finalize its recommendations to the Health Coverage Insurance and Financial Services Committee in January.
Smart investments and strong infrastructure took center stage at a conference on transportation in Maine. Our Augusta area reporter Corey Bouchard was there and has the story.
Around 600 people involved in the state, local, and federal transportation industries gathered in Augusta on Thursday for the 72nd Maine Transportation Conference.
It's to highlight the importance of transportation to Maine. People don't always think about transportation every day. It kind of has a furnace in the basement quality, but as soon as something breaks, they know big.
Bruce Van Note leads Maine's Department of Transportation. He says it's been a big year when it comes to transportation in the state. The conference had a number of different speakers and panel discussions, including climate, community-based initiatives, and legislative initiatives.
We're celebrating some successes on both the federal and state level on some funding, which will allow us to make investment that make Mainers' everyday lives better. So it's talking about those things. We just heard about we're all the way global, thinking about space.
Space was another topic that attendees got a crash course in, with a presentation from Master Sergeant Kyle Dooley of the United States Space Force.
The Space Force is a good tie into the transportation realm when it comes to things like the GPS, or when it comes to things like weather, or just overall, navigation, financials, and it's important to be a part of the team, right, and to enable that to happen. And we're always looking to help build partnerships, and the things we're going on today is one of those opportunities.
Van Note adds that one initiative the Maine DOT is currently focusing on is making sure transportation in Maine is safe and smooth, from the state highways all the way down to the smallest villages.
That's a big part. It's not just getting there from here. It's making sure that there's a great place once you get there.
In Augusta, I'm Corey Bouchard for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, people in the Brewer area are mourning the loss of a man who touched many lives through the years. Jerry Goss was a city councilor and also served as Brewer's deputy mayor. He also served for many years as the principal of Brewer High School and as a teacher before that, spending much of his life serving the city, including as the chairman of the Eastern Maine basketball tournaments. Senator Susan Collins released a statement saying, "I am deeply saddened by the sudden passing of my friend. She added Jerry always did what he felt was right, and he helped make Brewer a wonderful place to live. Always enjoyed running into Jerry. We had some good conversations over the years, and he really was. He was a champion for the city of Brewer. Loved to see the kids excel in whatever they were doing, and loved to see the city excel for that matter too.
Yeah.
Had his hand in a lot of projects there. So
Longtime educator.
Yeah.
He taught your brother, right?
he was my brother's principal too.
Yeah.
So yeah, he will be missed around there, but he certainly left his mark too.
Yeah.
So
Yep. On the bright side.
right.
Okay, the time now 6:10. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, we'll take you to the Kentucky Stream, where a special ceremony was held to mark the anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor.
But first, another check of that weather forecast. A nice sunny day today. The highs only around 31 degrees. Tonight, a very cold night again. It looks like a mostly clear night with lows down around 7. Tomorrow, the clouds will move in. The highs tomorrow around 38 degrees. We'll be right back.
Rennie's, a Maine adventure.
At Rennie's, we are ready for winter. We got lots of sleds, we got snowshoes, we got yak tracks, plenty of hand warmers, we got snow pants and jackets, snow stoppers, sleds, and you can fight the snow with
Snow Fighter shovels made in Maine. I'm ready, are you?
I'm ready. Get to Rennie's so you can be ready as well.
Thank you for shopping Rennie's.
Rennie's, a Maine adventure.
This is not just laundry. This is laundry that's one and done. This is the ultra-fast combo laundry machine that does both washing and drying cycles. This is revolutionizing laundry. This is GE Profile.
Available now at your local at-home furniture, appliance, and bedding location located in Lincoln and Dover Foxcroft. Stop in today and see what we can do to make you feel at home.
Local news weeknights at 6 with Beth Jones and Peter Dubois on ABC 7.
Well, of course you're doing well. You're here on Wheel of Fortune.
Let's go win some money.
These contestants are going places. Scandinavia. They're moving and shaking and getting it done here on Wheel. You could try to make it look a little harder.
Weekdays at 7 on ABC 7.
"82 years ago, more than 2,400 Americans were killed during the attack on Pearl Harbor. Yesterday, Mainers gathered in downtown Bangor to honor and remember the lives that were lost on that historic day.
On National Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day, veterans were joined by the Bangor High School's JROTC and band to mark the 82nd anniversary of the attack in Hawaii.
82 years ago, the Imperial Japanese Navy launched a devastating surprise military strike on the United States Naval Base at Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. We are gathered here today to commemorate the sacrifice made by our service members who gave their lives on that day and recognize the sacrifice made by all service members in the defense of our country after the events of Pearl Harbor.
The Bangor High School JROTC helped to lead the memorial ceremony here at the Willard Orr Footbridge, which was rededicated in 2021 to the only known Bangor resident who was killed in the Pearl Harbor attack.
In just over an hour, 2,403 personnel lay dead or dying. Among them, PFC Willard C. Orr, for who this bridge is named. Rest easy, shipmates. You are not forgotten.
As part of the ceremony, a wreath was laid into the Kentucky Stream.
We commit this wreath to the waters flowing beneath us, not only to honor the memory of those who gave their lives, but also their fighting spirit.
Some spoke about the importance of teaching future generations about the 1941 attack.
One message that always gets repeated over and over again is never forget. And that's not going to happen unless we keep doing these ceremonies and we keep allowing our students, our young people, to keep learning about these events.
In Bangor, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, numerous agencies across the region took part in a Penobscot parenting exposition at the University of Maine at Augusta on Thursday afternoon. The exposition looks to connect new families and caregivers of young children with some of the resources provided in Penobscot and Piscataquis counties. Those include prenatal health care, educational opportunities, and financial advice that are free and available to parents all across the state. A total of 27 agencies participated in the event. Kim Collard with Penquis says she hopes that the event helps provide relief to families that are struggling.
We really just wanted everybody to be able to get together and see what was out there and really foster collaboration between the agencies as well so that we know who to refer people to.
Now, this is the first ever parenting exposition, but Collard hopes it will become an annual event.
Salvation Army locations across the Northeast took part in an annual one-day giving event to see who could raise the most money in a single day. Our Matthew Juronsik has the story.
The Salvation Army is getting into the competitive spirit in an attempt to boost donations. On Kettle Blitz Day, it's every corps for itself, as locations across the Northeast compete in raising the most money.
We have a tight race between us and New Hampshire, no offense, Vermont. We enjoy a little bit of an advantage over some of the other states there.
The one-day event features kettlers dispersed at big-name retailers across the state in an attempt to raise the most money throughout a 24-hour period. The winning corps not only receives bragging rights, but an additional $2,000 cash prize. Second and third place will receive smaller rewards as well. Participants say Kettle Blitz Day is a reminder that generosity goes a long way, no matter the donation size.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yes. People come in, they do a good job, their kindness, how people are, they're really friendly, and how they give.
We'll see oil, we'll see rent, we'll see someone getting into an apartment, we'll see someone going to camp. But we really appreciate every penny.
This may be a competition for the Salvation Army, but at the end of the day, it's about making a difference in someone's life.
I think it's great for us all to do a little giving this time of year, especially. There are so many people that are less fortunate than others.
In Bangor, Matthew Juronsik, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Is the season.
Yeah. All right, the time now is 6:17. After the break, Hanukkah began last night at sundown. We'll hear from those that gathered at the menorah lighting at Pierce Park in Bangor.
Plus, all the latest on the indictment of Hunter Biden. Those stories and more after the break.
Oh no! Son of a nutcracker. This is what I get for eating all those cookies. Hey, Roto-Rooter, I got a big clog for you. I'm stuck in the chimney. Again. Yep, I'm the clog. Any chance you could fa-la-la over here?
For all your holiday plumbing needs, Roto-Rooter can save the day.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Don't get cold feet this winter. Stay warm and dry with high-performance footwear from Comfort Shoes and More. With an extensive selection of winter boots rated from 0 to minus 60 degrees Fahrenheit, you'll find comfort in knowing your feet will be warm in any weather. Discover the latest in functional and fashionable footwear with grippers built right into the sole. With boots in stock up to 6E and size 17 for men and women. Take the drive to Newport for a sit and fit to find your perfect fit. You and your feet will be glad you did.
Pro football fans, it's You Pick'em NFL, the Pro Football Challenge from Fox 22. Go to foxbangor.com, click on You Pick'em, and go to You Pick'em NFL. Make your picks, and you could be the weekly winner of either a $25 gift certificate from Chase's Family Restaurant in Bangor or from Chick-fil-A in Bangor. Brought to you by Mainly Eyes in Bangor, Twin City Tile in Brewer, Twin City Tint in Brewer, and Winterport Sheds. Compete all season long for the grand prize of $5,000. It's You Pick'em NFL from foxbangor.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to celebrate the first night of Hanukkah. People gathered for a menorah lighting at Pierce Park in Bangor. Our Doug's Banks spoke with those who say the event tonight is helping bring people together during difficult times.
We gather here in Bangor to kick off this year's Festival of Lights in unity and strength.
Amidst the frigid cold and the numerous Christmas decorations lining downtown Bangor stands a menorah, spreading light.
It was only supposed to burn for one day, but now it burns for 8 days. And in that way, we try to spread the light, kind of for all Jews, for all people.
This is what America is. This is what America stands for. It's a country of freedom. And it's so important allowing that Judaism to continue on. And we're so privileged to live in this great country and this great state of Maine.
The event started with a prayer for Israel, followed by statements on behalf of Representative Golden and Senator King.
It's a small Jewish community here in Bangor. We do have 3 synagogues, but it's small, but we keep it vibrant, we keep it alive, and obviously with the difficulty and the tragedy of what occurred.
Today marks 2 months from October 7th. It's fair to say that the world will never be the same.
As Rabbi Wilansky dropped guilt for the children, community members were reminded that strength is found by standing together.
Go to our neighbor, go to our relative, go to our friend, say a kind word, be nice to them, and with that we'll be able to add light into this world.
In Bangor, Doug Banks, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
And that goes for everybody. Be kind to each other. We're stronger together when we are.
Yeah, that's beautiful menorah, by the way.
Yeah,
but no, especially, I mean, during this time, anti-Semitism is on the rise, and there's a lot of targeted attacks. So it's important, especially in the holiday season, to recognize this is a time of love and coming together and make sure everybody's doing okay during the holidays.
Yeah, nicely put. And we'll have more on Hanukkah and the meaning behind Hanukkah coming up today.
Time now 6:21.
Let's get a full look at our weather forecast.
Alrighty, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Blind Faith Tattoo. With over 25 years of experience, we are fluent in all styles, including traditional and fine line tattoos. Stop by for a free consultation from one of our friendly expert tattoo artists. We offer a fast turnaround, and walk-ins are always welcome. Here we go this morning. Kind of saw this coming, right? A gale watch is posted till 11 p.m. on Monday. Gusty winds will be taking place late Sunday and parts of Monday, and this will cause some active surf to take place. Some of those winds could possibly gust up to 60 miles per hour at times. We'll need to watch that as we head towards Sunday and parts of Monday as well. But for now, we're not too bad out there at around 2 to 3 foot wave heights. A little bit active further out towards sea. Some 6 foot wave heights are being reported according toward the buoys. But for now, look at this. Very nice out there. I promise our radar and satellite is working. It's just very quiet over us right now. And this is pretty much the theme of today. A lot of sunshine expected for us today. Keep the sunglasses handy. You'll want those as you head out the door today. We have a warm front just to our south for the time being. We have high pressure just off toward the north that's keeping us nice. But off toward the west, so a lot of activity starting to develop now. We're going to be watching some of this moving into our backyard coming up soon, which will bring the rain, maybe a little bit of snow, and some strong gusty winds as well as it does develop. But in the short term, though, not too bad. A lot of sunshine on the way today. Maybe a few clouds developing to the north later on tonight. Once we head towards Saturday, some more clouds look to move in. We'll be watching for increasing clouds throughout the day Saturday. And once we get towards Saturday night and parts of Sunday, that's when we'll have to watch for the wind to increase as the system starts to approach. So in the bigger picture, though, again, by around Sunday afternoon or so, we're going to be watching for rain showers that'll build in. Notice the isobars here, these black lines, which are lines of equal pressure. They become stacked, which indicates some strong gusty winds that we'll have to watch out for. More rainfall on the way as we head towards Monday morning, and some heavy rainfall from time to time as well as we head towards Monday morning as well. Once we head towards Monday afternoon, it'll start to slowly taper off, but we'll have to wait till about Tuesday or so for the winds to slowly back down. But a lot of rain on the way as well. Early indications showing maybe up to 1 to 3 inches of rainfall before we're all finished up. So we have a lot of rainfall on the way. Of course, these numbers may adjust between now and then, but a lot of rainfall possible and a lot of wind possible as well. So stay tuned for that. So for today, though, not bad. Lower 30s, mostly sunny. Northwest wind getting up to about 5 miles per hour. Overnight tonight, we have 9 degrees, getting chilly out there again tonight. Partly cloudy. Northwest wind getting up to about 5 miles per hour. And for tomorrow, upper 30s, mostly cloudy though, with the wind overall looking nice and calm. Alrighty, here's a look at your extended forecast brought to you by Blind Faith Tattoo. The rain showers move in on Sunday with highs in the lower 50s. Rain and wind expected on Monday, highs in the mid 50s, and then cooling off middle 30s Tuesday with a mostly sunny sky.
It was a stunning murder.
So she's shot in cold blood.
She is gunned down in her own house. But no one was prepared for what would happen next. This is a huge twist.
Oh my God.
Diary of a Killer. The new 2020 tonight on ABC.
Whether you're hurt by a landscaping truck like this, a work van like this, or any commercial vehicle, we know how to get you the big money you may deserve.
Hurt by a commercial vehicle? Call the twos. We win for you.
Quitting smoking, vaping, and other tobacco may be tough, but you can do it, even if you don't get it right the first time. Don't give up. Working with a quit coach increases your chances of successfully quitting, especially combined with quit medications. That's why each quit program through the main quit link offers free patches, gum, and/or lozenges, and helps you build a customized quit plan. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or enroll online at mainquitlink.com. It's free and it works.
The roar of our engines, the pump of our heartbeats, the visions of celebrating with family and friends this holiday season. Give the perfect gift to get you where you need to be all year long with Milwaukee tools for any job. Milwaukee's impact driver and ratchet sets will get you up and going and receive a free M12 battery instantly when you buy an impact driver and ratchet set at any of Coastal Auto Parts' 29 locations. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
Did you know that it's possible to buy the wrong type of flooring for your home? Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or professional contractor, the experts at Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors are here to help, offering solid pro advice from choosing the right material and color to installation. Don DeKalb features the highest quality hardwood flooring sourced from lumber right here in Maine, from Maine traditions. Not only will you get a floor you'll love, you'll get a floor that will last. Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors, buy from the best, forget the rest.
Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah from ABC7.
Hunter Biden is indicted in California on Thursday. A grand jury in California charging the president's son with 3 counts of felony tax offenses and 6 misdemeanor tax offenses. According to the indictment, Hunter skipped out on paying at least $1.4 million in federal taxes from 2016 to 2019. He's also being charged with filing false tax returns in 2018. If convicted, Biden could face a maximum penalty of 17 years in prison. The indictment comes as Biden, known for a long-standing struggle with substance abuse, also faces federal firearms charges in Delaware that claim he broke a law against drug users having guns in 2018.
Well, meanwhile, former President Donald Trump was in attendance on Thursday at his civil fraud trial underway in New York. He's scheduled to take the stand next week. Yesterday, he was upbeat about one element of the case. Fox News correspondent CB Cotton has the latest.
I just want to tell you that the Appellate Division, New York State, just gave us a very good ruling.
Former President Donald Trump celebrating a legal win today. A New York appellate court allowing Trump's business certificates to remain intact as this civil fraud trial continues.
We appreciate it. I think the country appreciates it. Businesses are watching this case.
Trump is expected to testify in his own defense Monday. He denies allegations he inflated assets to get better loan and insurance terms and says this trial is meant to hurt his presidential campaign.
This whole case is a fraud. It's election interference. It's keeping me here instead of Iowa and New Hampshire.
New York Attorney General Letitia James writing on X, Donald Trump engaged in years of financial fraud and enriched himself and his family. We have already proven the massive scale of his fraud. No matter how much he lies, the facts don't. The judge has already found Trump liable for fraud in this civil case. The trial will determine what penalties he'll face, if any. But the former president predicts the outcome won't be in his favor.
This attorney general who's crazed, she's a lunatic. The attorney general sits here because she knows that she has a judge that no matter all the evidence, that judge is going to rule in her favor.
An accounting expert testified for the defense on Thursday, saying the Attorney General's complaint has no merit. He'll return to the stand tomorrow, the defense expecting to wrap on Monday after former President Donald Trump testifies. In New York, CB Cotton, Fox News.
2 months since the beginning of the Israel-Hamas war, heavy fighting in and around the southern Gaza city of Khan Yunis has displaced tens of thousands of people and cut most of Gaza off from deliveries of food, water, and other vital aid. The head of the United Nations is warning of an impending humanitarian catastrophe and urging Security Council members to demand a ceasefire. Fox News senior foreign affairs correspondent Greg Palcott is in Sterdot, Israel, with the latest.
The Israeli military continues its push against Hamas, attacking pockets of resistance in northern Gaza and hitting the group's stronghold in the south even harder.
Our commando forces are conducting raids in Khan Yunis and battling Hamas terrorists, with forces striking targets using precise, real-time intelligence.
The fight taking its toll, 90 Israeli soldiers now reported killed. The strike's also taking their toll on civilians. Areas reportedly hit, once considered safe havens, amid soaring casualties. Israel says Hamas is using the sites to fire rockets, as concern grows about the fate of the 138 hostages, including 8 Americans. The U.S. says it's trying to track them down.
Talks are still ongoing. Discussions are happening literally every day.
Meanwhile, on this first night of Hanukkah in Israel, a show of defiance and resilience. A giant menorah erected in the hard-hit town of Sderot, near Gaza. The first light lit. Soldiers and others gathering to sing songs, say prayers, and remember. 2 months ago, the town, like others, was attacked by Hamas, including a huge firefight at Sderot's police station where the menorah is now. In the end, the police won out, killing 30 terrorists, but also killed 12 officers, including the son of this woman. Why did they have to kill him, she asks.
Those bits of steel, that's where the police station was.
Yeah. The deputy mayor of the town tells us that, despite most of the residents evacuated, it's even more important for Hanukkah's Festival of Lights to be marked.
After what happened in October 7, in this building, in this area, we as Sderot and probably in Israel, we want to bring the light to the world.
And the deputy mayor also looked ahead beyond Hanukkah, once again to a time of peace. We want to return, he said. This is our home. In Sderot, Israel, Greg Palcott, Fox News.
And as we heard earlier, yesterday, sundown marked the beginning of Hanukkah with Second Gentleman Doug Emhoff delivering remarks at the lighting ceremony for the national menorah. Emhoff told attendees he recognized that this year's Hanukkah celebrations are tempered by Israel's war with Hamas. He also used the moment to denounce anti-Semitism, as Jewish groups have been increasing security amid a rise in attacks.
So even as we face what feels like such empty darkness right now, I am hopeful. Look at the story of Hanukkah. The story of Hanukkah and the story of Jewish people has always been one of hope and resilience.
Well, the national menorah near the ellipse was first lit in 1979 by President Jimmy Carter and has since grown in size, today over 30 feet tall.
All right. When we return, a competition for the best tasting water in the state was held yesterday in Bangor.
We'll have that and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
Who likes to drink good coffee? At Carabassa Coffee Company, we roast premium quality coffee beans from all over the world. Roasted to perfection in small batches, our coffee is always fresh. We offer a large selection, including our specialty blends, organics, single origins, decaf, and flavor. Whether you like light, medium, or dark roasts, we have coffee to suit every taste. We offer flat rate shipping for online orders, and we ship fast. Carabassa Coffee Company. Drink good coffee.
My father worked at the mill for over 30 years. He was exposed to a great community and excelled at his job, but he was also exposed to asbestos. The air quality inside the mill was always his biggest complaint. He had no idea how deadly some of the products and materials were. When he was diagnosed with mesothelioma, we knew to call Joe Bornstein's office to get my dad the help he needs and the justice he deserves.
Call Joe today for a free case evaluation. There's never a fee unless you win.
Goose River Farm and Meat Store is conveniently located on Route 3 across from Hammond Lumber in Belfast. They have a wide selection of meat and poultry, including beef, pork, lamb, chicken, duck, rabbit, and turkey. Order early for your fresh holiday turkeys.
Tesoro Italian Restaurant serves Bangor's best pizza, pasta, and sandwiches. Dine in or take out, located in downtown Bangor across from the library. Open Monday through Saturday, 3 to 9, and Sunday, 3 to 8. The bar is open 9 to 1, Friday and Saturday night. Come in and taste what everybody's talking about.
Season's greetings, and have a happy and safe holiday from Ben's Auto Body, Palmyra. Carpet One of Bangor wishes everyone a happy and safe holiday season. Season's greetings and happy holidays from America's oldest shoe store, Colburn Shoe, Belfast.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back, everyone. Today is Friday, December 8th, 2023. There are now just 17 days until Christmas.
And as
going by fast,
I
too.
I know, it's crazy. I looked at today's the 8th, and I was like, really?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You've got to get your shopping done if you haven't done that yet.
If you want to get things ordered, you should probably do it this weekend.
Yeah. Also, as we heard earlier, this is also the first full day of Hanukkah.
It begins on the 25th day of the month of the Kislev calendar in the Hebrew calendar, which usually falls in later November or early December. At sundown or on the first night, Jewish households in the U.S. often say blessings in Hebrew before lighting the candle of the menorah. It commemorates a time more than 2,000 years ago, following a victory for the Jews in their rebellion against the Greeks in the Maccabean War. The Jewish people began a ritual of cleansing and pre-dedicating their temple in Jerusalem, but they only had enough holy oil to light the temple lamps for a single day. But according to the story of Hanukkah, the lamps remained miraculously lit for 8 days.
I love the story of Hanukkah. It's kind of neat. I saw it explained too for like today's generation. They said it's like if you had a cell phone and you lost your charger, and it's only expected to last for like a day or so.
Right.
But incredibly, it lasted on that single charge for 8 days.
Yeah.
That's kind of how they related it.
Our cell phones are our new light.
That's the new light for a lot of people.
Cool.
But yeah, happy Hanukkah to everybody watching who are celebrating. I think it's just a wonderful, wonderful celebration.
I've seen a lot of beautiful menorahs this morning. It's good to see the coverage.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, on this day in history, back in 1765, Eli Whitney was born in Westboro, Massachusetts. He was the inventor of the cotton gin and also developed the concept of mass production of interchangeable parts. Kind of like today, you go to the store, you need a new alternator, just put it in, it'll work in all those vehicles.
It's so cool that the northeast section of America kind of built America as we know it because of all the manufacturing techniques here. I mean, from southern Maine to Lowell, Massachusetts, and other places in the northeast.
A lot of inventors, and I think that's because a lot of the population was based on this part of the country at that time. So
taking factory workers, taking them all away from their farms.
Yeah, yeah.
It's fascinating history.
Yeah. In 1776, George Washington's retreating army in the American Revolution crossed the Delaware River from New Jersey into Pennsylvania. In 1941, the U.S. declared war against Japan on this day and entered World War II a day after the attack on Pearl Harbor. And in 1980, former Beatle John Lennon was shot to death outside his New York City apartment building. A lot of people still wondering about the wonderful work he would have brought to light if he had lived to a little longer.
Right. I mean, it was considered an assassination.
Yeah.
Yep. In 1994, 12 alternate jurors were selected for the O.J. Simpson murder trial, which became one of the most watched trials in U.S. history. And in 2014, the U.S. and NATO ceremonially ended their combat mission in Afghanistan. Did I say that word right?
Yeah. Ceremonially.
Ceremonially.
It just sounds weird.
You don't say that word very often.
Yeah, I know.
So they ended that combat mission in Afghanistan 13 years after the September 11th attacks.
Of course, they stuck around a while longer. U.S. troops did, but that was the official end of combat there.
Right.
Yeah.
Official.
Yeah.
Today's birthdays include country singer Sam Hunt, who's 39, actress Terry Hatcher is 59, and rapper Nicki Minaj is 41.
From country to Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, quite a little
all sorts of variety.
transition
They're
there.
all kind of wearing similar outfits, too.
Yeah.
They were all like cream or silver colored. That was satisfying.
It's their birthday suits.
No,
that's a different thing. It's a different thing.
That's a different thing. That we couldn't air.
No.
Thankfully.
No, we don't want to see that.
I don't know how to make like respectful public commentary about that.
Right. It's a joke.
It's a joke, he says.
All right, on to the forecast. Going to be another chilly start to the day today. Things will be warming up a little bit, but never really getting above freezing.
Yeah.
So
if you're working outside, I'm sorry.
Yeah, good news is things will be warming up over the weekend.
Yep. Here's Devin Biggs with that forecast.
Alrighty, thank you very much. Happy Friday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Blind Faith Tattoo. With over 25 years of experience, we are fluent in all styles, including traditional and fine line tattoos. Stop by for a free consultation from one of our friendly expert tattoo artists. We offer a fast turnaround, and walk-ins are always welcome. As you get into things this morning, a gale watch is posted. Kind of saw this coming, right? With some gusty winds that are forecasted to take place over the weekend, though, and even in parts of Monday evening. So this this gale watch is up because of active surf that will be forecasted as we do get closer. But for now, though, we're looking quiet out there this morning. We're going to stay quiet out there all day long with a lot of sunshine, maybe a few passing clouds, and really that'll be about it. Let's zoom things out. The entire Northeast is looking very quiet right now, kind of the calm before the storm, because again, late this weekend and the parts of early next week, a pretty strong system will move in, bringing us some rain, maybe a little bit of snow to a few areas, and some strong gusty winds that'll move through as well. But in the short term, though, we're looking nice today with a lot of sunshine. Get outside and enjoy it. Maybe a few clouds on the way later on tonight and more on the way as we head towards your Saturday. As for the winds, for now, they're not bad. Out of the northwest at around 5 miles per hour or so. They're looking pretty good as we head towards your Saturday, but they'll start to increase as we head towards Sunday and parts of Monday as well. So for today, lower 30s, lots of sunshine. Northwest wind getting up to about 5 miles per hour. That hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period, a lot of sunshine, temperatures in the 20s and 30s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up.
Thank you, Devin. Well, the city of Brewer officially has the best tasting water in Maine this year. The Maine Rural Water Association holds a competition each year as part of their annual trade show. A panel of judges tasted water from a number of different regions in Maine in 2 different categories: water with a disinfectant like chlorine and water without a disinfectant. Ultimately, the Brewer Water Department won best overall. Maine water officials say the competition helps to bring attention to the value of clean drinking water.
It's about quality and safety, and we are fortunate to have a good resource in the area and plenty of it.
At times, consumers of drinking water sometimes take their water for granted, and they don't think much about the work that goes into making sure that it is safe. And so I think it's great to call attention to the fact that we have great tasting water.
The Brewer Water Department beat out last year's winner, the Skyline Mobile Park in Presque Isle. After this win, the department will go on to represent the state at the National Taste Test in Washington, D.C. in February of next year.
You know, a lot of these water districts, they take that very seriously too, because they, you know, it's what they do for a living, and then
Right.
they have bragging rights for the next year.
Yeah.
I remember Bangor won it a few years back too.
Yep.
So they put a lot of effort into keeping our water safe and nice tasting.
I
I live in Brewer, so I'm happy.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we don't appreciate it as much as we could, but in Maine, we have incredibly safe and good water. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot of people in the country that can't rely on their tap water to drink. So it's a luxury almost.
Yeah. Drink up, everybody.
Yeah. Still to come here this morning, Ryan Sudol will have the latest with sports.
Don't go away.
Oh, that feels so good. What a sweetheart. I'm so lucky.
These socks are so soft. And her feet don't smell? These would be perfect for hunting season.
Moisture wicking, odor resistant, hypoallergenic, softer than cashmere, and warmer than wool. Get your alpaca socks and more at the Blue Alpaca. Feel the difference.
Hey babe, can I borrow these socks?
When outdoors, some people like it hot and some people like it cold. However, when indoors, most people like it comfortably warm. Choose a Baderas boiler from McCusick Petroleum Company to provide you with comfortable and efficient heat. They also offer sales and service on many brands of furnaces, boilers, and water heaters. McCusick Petroleum Company delivers oil and LP gas to homes and businesses throughout the Pequot region. If you'd like more information on pricing or service, call or stop by our office in Dover Foxcroft.
I got hurt by a big truck. Why did I call the twos? Because life-changing injuries deserve life-changing money, and I'll fight to get it for you. We got a client who broke multiple bones in a commercial vehicle accident, $700,000. Another client had a brain injury, and we got them $1.15 million. If you get hurt by a big truck, call the twos. We win for you.
Hurt by a big truck, call the twos. We win for you.
Little bit of sunshine.
Good morning, America.
Hey everybody, Ryan Sudol here. Thank you so much for joining us. For one Maine baseball player, community service has been a huge part of his life for years, and his first project up here in Maine just exceeded expectations. Tyler Cruz has more.
You know, it's bigger than me, and I think that's the most important thing. You know, I'm just
I'm just the one kind of thinking of it and creating it.
This year, Maine baseball's first ever Goodies Gloves Drive was a huge success, raising 82 gloves, an estimated total of over $6,000 for Orono and Old Town Little Leagues.
It's really inspiring to me to see how one college baseball player can have such a greater impact.
Connor Goodman, a grad senior with Maine baseball, came to Orono with not just baseball on his mind, but community service too.
I came up on my my first visit here to Maine with Coach Durba. I actually pitched him the idea. I've dreamed of being a collegiate baseball player, and I've dreamed of winning an America East title, but I've also dreamed of helping other people.
Goodman's no stranger to helping others either. He started his first community service project at 10 years old, shortly after losing his father.
After the grieving process, I was like, you know what? How can we help other people who are going through something similar? And so Logan Morrison was the first baseman for the Miami Marlins at the time, and I had learned that he lost his father the same year that I did. And I pitched him the idea of Marlins MVPs. And so the idea in the program is that we would bring these families who have lost a parent to the Marlins games. They would get to enjoy BP on the field, you know, kind of live the life of a major leaguer, get to talk to Logan.
A few years later, he started another project in his hometown of Miami, the precursor for Goodies Gloves, Connor's Champions. Choose gloves, not drugs. And that was also a big hit, benefiting the boys and girls clubs in the area. And it was there where Goodman really saw the impact he could have.
One of the kids, I give him a glove, probably a 6-7-year-old, you know, he's holding the glove for a little bit, admiring it, and then he comes back to me, he's like, oh, who do I give this back to? And I'm like, no, you know, you get to keep it. It's yours. And, you know, the kid starts tearing up, gives me a big hug and says, you're my hero.
So to bring his mission up to Maine and see it blossom means the world. And it's crazy for him just to see how much of a difference can be made with simply a baseball glove.
It's really great to see these kids who may not have it all just be so grateful and so moved by just a baseball glove.
That is awesome. Thank you so much for that, Tyler. Let's stick with the Black Bears now and talk some women's basketball. Maine is out to their best start to a season since 2018, and they have proven they can hang with some big dogs. The 6-4 Black Bears have picked up huge wins in their non-conference slate against teams like Harvard, Rhode Island, and Fordham. They also led much of their game against 17th-ranked Indiana last week. The Black Bears know they're in good standing, but they can't let that get to their head if they want to make a run through America East play, especially with so many things to still improve on.
It boosts our confidence individually, but also as a team, we know what we're capable of doing, and we just have to bring it every night. We can't take one day off. We've got to bring it in practice and prepare for every game.
Last year, we struggled. I think we have a more experienced team, and we're learning a lot of lessons along the way, and so hopefully those lessons will be able to help us as the season goes on.
Okay, now let's stay on the hardwood and go over to Husson. Eagles hosting a doubleheader against Maine Maritime Academy Thursday night, and it started out with the red-hot men's team. Husson looking to get to 8-1 and 3-0 in conference here. Second half, Eagles up 20. Jeremy Moranta the steal, up ahead to Andre McCauley on the break, and he lays it up and in. Then Mariners with it. This is Jack Banks. He kicks it to Seamus Raftice on the wing for 3, and he drills it. Later on, Husson's Tope Alo. He's double-teamed near the paint, but he finds Scott Lewis wide open for a 3 of his own. Nothing but nylon to extend their lead. Finally, Alo off the screen from Lewis. Pulls from deep, and of course that one goes down. Eagles shoot 9 of 16 from 3 in this one. They win big, 90-51. Now to the nightcap. Husson women's hoops looking to complete the sweep against the Mariners. Right off the tip, Husson's Trinity Montigny to Sophia McVicker to Lauren Cook, the former Mariner, for 3 to get the Eagles on the board. She had 15 on the night. Late first quarter, MMA's Haley Blanchard to Grace Huntwork, and with the left hand, she goes off glass. Nice. Husson up 6 after 1. Second quarter, Eagles still lead. Jordan Langle inside to Callaway LePage. Nice pass inside on that lay-in by the Skowhegan alum. But late second quarter, Mackenzie Monzon to Ariana Moore for the corner 3 to give MMA the lead. She had 23 on the night. Mariners go on to win this one 63-53. And finally, the New England Patriots. Whatever. The 2-10 Pats looking to break their 5-game losing streak and score more than 10 points against the Steelers on Thursday night. Bailey Zappi getting the start again for the Pats, but how about this start? First drive, he finds Ezekiel Elliott, and he dives across for the touchdown. Pats up 7-0. Second quarter, Pats up 14-3. Zappi looking for Hunter Henry, and what a dime. His second touchdown catch of the night, 21-3. To the fourth, 21-10 now. Steelers quarterback Mitch Trubisky at the goal line. He's going to sneak it across for the touchdown. Uh-oh, it's 21-18 after the 2-point conversion. Finally, Steelers looking to tie or even win it with 2 minutes to go. 4th down and 2. Trubisky is going to overthrow Johnson. No flags on the play. Patriots would run out the clock. They win 21-18. For better or for worse, they win. That's all the time we have for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
Rennie's, a main adventure.
Wow, look at all these trucks. Let me tell you, I love trucks.
You love trucks. I love trucks. I love all the toys that we carry at Rennie's. We have a great selection of Lego items. We have wonderful earth-friendly toys, plenty of baby dolls. We've got puzzles. We've got games. We've got everything for every child on your shopping list. Get to Rennie's. Get some great toys this Christmas season.
Thank you for shopping Rennie's.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Herman Meadow Golf Club, Billings Road, Herman, Maine's most family-friendly golf course. Happy holidays from Silver Fox Automotive, specializing in everything from oil changes to diagnostic repair. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Cat Tracks LaGrange, your dealer from Hewitt Docks and Grasshopper Lawnmowers.
The best value for your money is only at the Furniture Gallery. And as the end of year approaches, it's time for our end of year blowout sale, where you can save up to 70% off brand name mattresses and furniture. At the Furniture Gallery, we're slashing prices like never before. Quantities are limited and they won't last long, so hurry in and save big. You won't see these savings again, so don't miss your chance to purchase those special items you've been looking for all year. Shop local, save money at the Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, Newport, and North Windham.
Americans are spending more for their new homes as the total U.S. household net worth takes a hit.
Fox Business Network's David Ashman has those stories and more in today's Fox Means Business.
Americans aren't worth as much as they used to be. The Federal Reserve says total U.S. household net worth fell to $151 trillion last quarter. That's $1.3 trillion less than the previous quarter. A drop in equity prices was a big reason why. However, Americans gained a little more equity on Thursday. The Dow, S&P 500, and NASDAQ all closing higher. Meanwhile, the real estate company Redfin says 2023 has been the least affordable year for home buying on record. A home buyer with a median income had to spend 41% of their earnings on monthly housing costs. That's up from the 31% needed just 2 years ago. Encouraging news for folks looking for work. The company Robert Half says 57% of employers plan to add new jobs in the first half of 2024, almost the same amount as this year. And finally, Americans are still getting bombarded with those annoying robocalls. The company UMail says we received more than 4.5 billion of them in November. But on the bright side, that's 2.3% fewer than we got in October. That's business. I'm David Asman.
President Joe Biden's administration is bringing more debt relief for many student loan borrowers. The administration says it is forgiving an additional $4.8 billion of student debt relief for more than 80,000 borrowers. The latest announcement brings the total debt relief to almost $132 billion for more than 3.6 million people. Secretary of Education Miguel Cardona says the administration is fixing the, quote, broken student loan system and will continue to provide more relief for borrowers. Good news for the students.
Yeah, definitely. All right, now here's meteorologist Evan Biggs with one final look at our full weather forecast.
Alrighty, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Blind Faith Tattoo. With over 25 years of experience, We are fluent in all styles, including traditional and fine line tattoos. Stop by for a free consultation from one of our friendly expert tattoo artists. We offer a fast turnaround, and walk-ins are always welcome. Here we go this morning. Kind of saw this coming, right? A gale watch is posted till 11 p.m. on Monday. Gusty winds will be taking place late Sunday and parts of Monday, and this will cause some active surf to take place. Some of those winds could possibly gust up to 60 miles per hour at times. We'll need to watch that as we head towards Sunday and parts of Monday as well. But for now, we're not too bad out there at around 2 to 3 foot wave heights. A little bit active further out towards sea. Some 6 foot wave heights are being reported according toward the buoys. But for now, look at this. Very nice out there. I promise our radar and satellite is working. It's just very quiet over us right now. And this is pretty much the theme of today. A lot of sunshine expected for us today. Keep the sunglasses handy. You'll want those as you head out the door today. We have a warm front just to our south for the time being. We have high pressure just off toward the north. That's keeping us nice. But all toward the west, so a lot of activity starting to develop now. We're going to be watching some of this moving into our backyard coming up soon, which will bring the rain, maybe a little bit of snow, and some strong gusty winds as well as it does develop. But in the short term, though, not too bad. A lot of sunshine on the way today. Maybe a few clouds developing to the north later on tonight. Once we head towards Saturday, some more clouds look to move in. We'll be watching for increasing clouds throughout the day Saturday. And once we get towards Saturday night and parts of Sunday, that's when we'll have to watch for the wind to increase as the system starts to approach. So in the bigger picture, though, again, by around Sunday afternoon or so, we're going to be watching for rain showers that'll build in. Notice the isobars here, these black lines, which are lines to be.
Do more together this holiday in the Chevy that's right for you. The award-winning Chevy Equinox, the hard-working Chevy Silverado, or the all-new high-tech Chevy Trax. Whatever your plans are this season, do more in a new Chevy. Use your Red Tag bonus cash to get $7,000 total cash allowance on this Silverado.
Visit your main Chevy dealer.
The roar of our engines, the pump of our heartbeats, the visions of celebrating with family and friends this holiday season. Give the perfect gift to get you where you need to be all year long with Milwaukee tools for any job. Milwaukee's Impact Driver and Ratchet Sets will get you up and going, and receive a free M12 battery instantly when you buy an Impact Driver and Ratchet Set at any of Coastal Auto Parts' 29 locations. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
Caswell's Grocery Liquidation, where you shop first. Shop local. Great savings and selection. It's worth the trip. You won't be disappointed.
Your dollar goes a long, 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 long way at Caswell.
Jamar Construction Products in Bangor continues to grow to meet our customers' needs, supplying products for site work contractors, concrete contractors, and survey and safety supplies. We are proud to be the local dealer for Hilti, Valley Blades, U.S. Fabrics, and Euclid Chemical, plus so much more. Stop by and see us at 1270 Hammond Street, or give us a call at 907-4491. If you dig it, pour it, plow it, fasten it, lay it, or lift it, Jamar Construction Products can help you.
It was a stunning murder.
So she's shot in cold blood.
She is gunned down in her own house. But no one was prepared for what would happen next.
This is a huge twist. Oh my God.
Diary of a Killer. The new 2020, tonight on ABC.
It's time to start planning that new home or garage you've been thinking about. Hammond Lumber Company is here to help, offering complete building packages with everything you need. With several options on their website and thousands of unique plans in their in-house drawing catalog. Hammond will help you make your dreams a reality. Choose your materials from Hammond's extensive showroom displays, and Hammond will deliver your order from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Start planning your new home or garage at Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
R&K Variety is more than just a convenience store. With delicious homemade food made fresh daily. We offer hearty meals that don't break the bank. Whether it be our delicious chicken pot pie, one of our many savory soups, or a pizza, you can't go wrong at R&K Variety. Looking for a drink after a long workday? R&K Variety is an agency liquor store with an impressive selection. R&K Variety, more than just a convenience store. We're your neighbor, chef, barista, and friend. Stop by today.
Orono is more than just a college town. It's an affordable destination. Welcome to the Orono Arcade, where we have both modern and retro games. And for a new experience, check out our 9-hole blacklight mini golf course. Budget-friendly, fun for the whole family, with 13 restaurants within walking distance. forward to seeing you soon at the Orono Arcade.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Good morning, America. Breaking overnight, Hunter Biden indicted on 9 counts of federal tax evasion.
Hello, everyone. Excuse me. Back to my teenage years here. Good morning, everyone. Coming up this morning, authorities are looking for the cause of a deadly fire that erupted in the camper in Harrington.
Plus, opening arguments are expected this morning in the murder trial of 2 suspects accused of stabbing a woman to death.
And the Salvation Army Kettle Ringers took part in a friendly competition to see who could raise more money for charity in a single day. That just cracks me up. Sorry about that. Great way to start the show. Hello, everybody. I'm Craig. This is Emma.
Good morning. I'm Emma Smith. Welcome to Good Morning Maine. We're going to get more hydrated as the day goes on and have back to our normal sounding voices. But let's